We're gonna refinish this cutting board right now. I actually made this for my mom a while back ago, and it has a lot of damage on it. I'm gonna just show you how to sand it down, and then we're gonna sand it, pop it, put mineral oil on it, and then some butcher block conditioner. So let's get started. We're gonna grab some food safe mineral oil and some butcher block conditioner. So I got to clean up my shop a little bit here. Make sure your work area is nice and vacuumed and cleaned. I'm changing my vac bag as well to keep down that airborne dust. So none of these woods are that hard that are in this cutting board. There's walnut, there's a little bit of bird's eye maple, I think cherry, and maybe some pieces of hickory. But we started at 60 grit mesh paper here. That's what we're using now. That will take out your deepest gouges and marks. With your 60 grit, you want to take out any of those marks. And then with your 80 and 120 grits, you're just taking out those swirls from the previous grit. So I'm using a 80 right now, and then I'll switch to 120. And then after that, I'll hand sand with that 120 for a little bit, especially those edges, because you want them all to be kind of uniform. After I'm done with this 120 and I rub it down a little bit, I'm going to vacuum everything up, and then I'm going to what we call water pop it. And this is, you can use just water, 100% water, or you can use a mixture of denatured alcohol and just regular water. 50-50 mixture, and that just helps it dry quicker. That's all that does. So that's what I have here, and that just helps it dry. That's what we do on the floors so that we don't have to wait overnight. We can spray it and then wait a few hours and come back and put our stain on. But it's especially important to pop these cutting boards, because you want to make sure that you open that grain, because if it's not opened, when that cutting board hits the water for the first time, it's going to raise that grain immediately, and that will allow bacteria to get in any of those crevices and stuff. So it just helps it seal it a lot better, and it does make it a little bit smoother too, I think. Here's the super satisfying part, is putting the finish on. It's definitely the best part of doing your cutting board. It's really satisfying to see it, to bring out all the beauty of the wood. So this is called cutting board oil. It's just mineral oil. It's food safe mineral oil. And you're going to put on, basically you're just going to keep coating it until it is not absorbing anything anymore. So you put a coat on, how I'm doing like this, lather it on, and then just leave it. You can wipe it off. I'm just wiping it off to show you. But usually I would leave this on overnight. I would saturate it like this and then leave it on overnight, come down, wipe it off a little bit, and then resaturate it, leave it on overnight, and then just keep coming back. And you'll be able to tell, you'll see if there's dry spots or not, how much it absorbs, because it will be pretty thirsty. And then you also are putting a conditioner on after this too. So you're going to kind of do the same thing with the conditioner. You're going to put at least a couple coats of that on as well. So the butcher block conditioner is applied basically the same way. You just put it on there and you wait, you let it absorb as much as you can, and you'll start to see it. It will look nice and slick and really smooth, like glass smooth almost, the more coats you put on. But just keep putting it on and as much as it wants. When this is all dried up, you want to let this sit probably at least 24 hours before you actually use it. It's really sweet to see after you've done all your work and made this and then refinished it again, to see this part of it. It really brings the wood to life, and you can see it's so pretty. It's really neat. But I hope my mom loves me a little bit more, and maybe I can move up in the rankings between my brothers and sisters. But we'll see. Love you, Mom. Subscribe below. Thanks for watching.